before we dive into the meat of this podcast, I think it's probably pertinent to address the and acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we're recording this podcast. So on my behalf, I'd like to acknowledge the Darug and Guringai peoples and their elders past and present, and the land that you're on there, Brian.
Yes, Jagera country, and I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners, past, present, and emerging, and I'm just so happy for them with NAIDOC week coming up next week.
And so, what does NAIDOC actually? Well, we know the acronym stands for National Aboriginals and Islanders Day of Observance Committee, but I guess what does it mean to you and the people within the BK Academy?
Well, because I have a very close relationship with a lot of Indigenous people, and I do a lot of Indigenous work, as you know, and up in Cherbourg out west, and over in Stradbroke Island and things like that. So NAIDOC to me, is they're great. The carnivals, I love going to the carnivals. I love seeing the artwork. I love seeing all the knittings and sewing, and because I think they're just fabulous colours and fabulous designs. So I always like to go along to the events and have a look and say good day to a lot of people. But it means a lot to me, and I understand more and more each year what it means to the First Nation people. So it's a great moment for them, and I'm sure that we all wish them well in the next couple of weeks.
And so the BK Owls, the reason you chose an owl for the academy was to represent that the Waka people of Christine Watson's land, or where she grew up, and acknowledging those First Nations people. The owl represents protection, strength, and a spirit guide. The yarning circles within that logo also depict where players engage in sportsmanship and the interconnected pathways that symbolize collective growth and development as a unit, as a squad in the BK Academy. So there's definitely a lot of Indigenous culture ingrained within, I guess, the meaning behind not only a lot of the images and the logos behind the BK Academy and the branding, but also it's really in the fabric of the academy you've got going there. Can you maybe just talk briefly about what people can expect to see if they turn up to the NAIDOC Week 3x3 basketball event?
Well, to start with, you're going to see a lot of people, and you're going to see a lot of fun there, and you're going to see cultural activities. We've got dances and smoking ceremony and all that, and there's going to be people there with their arts and crafts. There'll be food on sale at the day. There'll be merchandise on sale for the day. But you're going to see there's 82 teams have registered, and we've found out that I think of that 82 teams, 79 of them have got 5 players in a team. So the demand was there. We couldn't take any more. So that's like 400 people, 400 young people are going to be there, plus the parents and friends and family. And to me, this is probably the biggest event besides what I did at the Bullets that I've ever organised in basketball. I know I had a 340 turn up to a clinic at Brisbane Capitals there at Augenflower in the early days when I arrived back here, but this is going to be the biggest event ever that I've had anything to do with, and we're really excited about it. We've all been on edge. I've been on edge, wanting to make it right. We're live streaming it on Facebook. There's going to be politicians there, VIP people. There's also going to be, a lot of stars, other basketballers that'll be turning up also.
And so how can people get involved with the NAIDOC 3x3, and where's it taking place?
It's taken place at Carina Basketball Stadium, which is in Creek Road, and it's we've got 4 courts there, so we're using 4 courts from 8 o'clock until 4 o'clock, plus the barbecue going. So tomorrow, they can rock up and watch the games and things like that. We've closed the bookings because we're absolutely, you know, we're just tired. We've done about 3 or 4 different draws to try and keep people accommodated, but we just can't do any more. So, you know, that's where it'll be. And you know, it's going to be just one great celebration for NAIDOC Week.